All right, everybody, Eric Taylor, Trail Hunter USA. Welcome back. Another video in my overland rig build series. My rooftop tent and awning from NaturNest. Now you can get these rooftop tents from NaturNest directly, or you can get them on Amazon. I'll have a code in the description, to discount code for the NaturNest. If you decide to go straight to them, I've got a discount code for that, and I'll have a link for the Amazon one that I ordered as well if you just want to go to Amazon. But I decided to go with a NaturNest because it was very inexpensive, and I've heard the quality is really good. Now, I've not tested this one yet, obviously, but I've talked to some other people that do have the tent, and they say it's high quality, everything is good on it. But we'll see. I'll do another video in the future after I use it a while. But I went with that because I priced other more expensive models. If you've ever looked at rooftop tents, you know they can range from $3,000 to $5,000. And I didn't want to go with that since I've not used one before. This may be my beginner series. I may move to a different one. I don't know, but I may turns out that I like it, and I may not like it. I know my wife, Debbie, she is not fond of these because of getting up in there with her knees and everything. So it may be just a solo overland camping time, or bring this with the camper, and we've got dogs too, so I won't be able to get them up in there, I don't think. But anyway, moving on, I mounted this on of course the roof rack that I have, the Racket roof rack. And this rack, if you don't have one, you need one. This goes on any Bronco, and you can flip it up one way for a basket. Of course, you've probably seen my videos, and you can, like I have here, I flipped it over to mount the rooftop tent. Now, I use these, I don't know if you can see, the Venultra quick release mounts. So I can take this off whenever I want. For instance, when I'm not overlanding, I can take this off to save on fuel. And when I go off-roading, a lot of times in our area, that is probably going to be a little bit too high to get through some spots, as we got a lot of overhanging trees and stuff. But so that's mounted on there with the Venultra quick release, and I'm going to kind of show you guys how to get into this thing and what you need to do. I've already opened it up once and got in and found some things that you need to know when you open. I didn't see any really good. This is the, they've got several different models of this NaturNest. This one opens out on this side of the vehicle, and this is one I wanted. They make other models, but some of the other models don't have an awning over it to cover the entrance, so if it's raining you're going to get wet. So I chose this one, plus the size of my rack, it fits it perfect. So okay, well, let's get started. Okay, starting off, this may be one thing that I don't like, is you have to have keys to unlock it on this side. Which I guess could be good if you want to lock it. You're you keep it on there all the time. You're at a mall or something, you want to lock it, but I really don't. In my area, nobody's going to try to get up and get in it, but I tend to lose these things. So okay, on these you're just going to press the red button and pull the straps down, or lift. Then it just goes up by itself. Wasn't as graceful as it should be, but okay, it has the bags. Comes with these that you hang here and one on the other side, so if you're coming in out of the, you can, if your shoes are wet or whatever, you can store those in here. These are nice bags actually. Like a shoe will fit on this side, one on this side. You got pockets here. Then you have a big pocket here, and it's got mesh on the bottom, so if anything is wet, it can get air in there to dry it out. So these are really nice. And here's your hose you need to put the awnings up on the sides. One other thing out here is it's got, this thing comes with a lot of lights, so it's got a light here, you can plug that in. It comes with all the necessary plugs. They're basically just USB ports. But these are the rods. Now I'm going to take you up here and show you how to do this. The first rods for the outside on this particular tent, they go in these holes on the side of the ladders, and they go in at an angle. When I first got here, I was trying to push them straight in, and that's not how they go. They go in at an angle like this. Now I had actually had to drill the other side in a little more because the rod wouldn't go in far enough. So, but that's the only thing I found that was wrong. Okay, now I'm gonna have to set the camera down. But basically, you put them in like that, and then you pull these up, and these will go into, there's a hole up there. It'll go in right there. Okay, this is pretty cool. It's got clear where you can see through. This is Velcro too. I'm trying to figure everything out. Evidently, you can take this probably completely off if you want. All right, then it's got a screen here and a door, a solid door, and you can roll these up and tie them up here to get them out of the way. I'm going to do that now. Okay, now on the inside, we're going to put the window awnings up, and you notice there's a screen and a solid piece to close it completely off to black it out, and then you can roll this down and tie this off at the bottom as well. So I'm going to show you how to put these in now. Okay, these, hopefully you can see it on both sides. There's one there, and there's one here. And again, they go in at an angle. When I first did this, I tried to push them straight in. I thought something was wrong. So you just slide those in at an angle. Okay, once you have them in there, then it's just the same thing. It's a matter of pulling these up and fitting them in the proper holes. You can't miss those. And there you go. And it has a roof. It's got a screen and a plastic piece up here to obviously keep the rain out, so you can look at the stars at night. It's got a lot of these to be able to tie these off. Okay, it's got accessory bags on both sides. It's got a place to hang things up here. I don't know what that is. It's got lights in here. So again, USB, plug them in. And it came with additional lights. I don't know what they're for. I guess you could put them in here if you want, but I'm thinking that's going to be all the lights I need in this thing. Let me back out and let you see. Okay, it's also got extra, whatever you call them, poles. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's pretty roomy. It would hold me and my wife by ourselves real well. It's 74 inches lengthwise. There's two different widths you see here, width in the back. This one I think is 54 inches maybe, forgot, across this way up front. But it seems to be, you know, this is thick quality material. It's not flimsy by any means. It's got this little 1-inch, feels like mattress on it, and then a pad here for condensation, and another small pad here, I guess to help with the condensation, maybe insulation from the metal flooring. I bought another 2-inch foam pad to put in here. When I put it in here last, when I first opened this, I was hoping to be able to close this up with that pad in here, but it's not going to work. I mean, this will work probably one night, but if I'm going to be on a long trip, you can roll those foam pads up real tight, and I'll probably bring a pad with me and throw it in here if I'm going to stay, you know, on a long overland trip. So that's what this looks like. Now let me open up the awning for you. And the awning is mounted with I think I've got a video on that. I'll stick it in here. It's a little bit challenging for the awning because it's going to be based on what rack you have and where to mount it and everything. So, but on my situation, just the tip, heads up, you want to get the rear end of this back as close as you can to the back of your vehicle, because when this opens up, mine's 180 degree, I think, no, 270 degrees, so it comes all the way out here and it will cover this area, and this opens up because the Broncos do open up that way. And so I've got just enough room to open this up and with this awning around. And I just got, and I got a tip somebody told me is to put this back right on the edge, so I went ahead and did that. So this is their large awning. They make a smaller one, but I wanted to go with the large. And this thing has lights on it and everything, so it's really good. So let's take a look at it. Now when you come around on each side, you'll have these straps. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be tying these down, but for now, you just pull it tight. I'm going to wrap it around my rack. Same thing on this side, pull it out. Okay, that's it. It's out and up. We've got 270-degree coverage. You can see that when you pull this out, it's perfect on my end. I can pull that up. You can see on this end that I've lined it up good for the rear end. These have got poles that you can unstrap, set them down. You can tie all this down under windy conditions, and just to support it, I'll probably do that every time. It's got these pieces here that you take this off, and you can push that up to pull so that the rain will run off good. So I haven't undone these yet. And these are lights, and they've got a plug you can plug in here and run a USB to, and then you can turn them on and off here. Same thing on this side, on this one, and on this one. There's no lights on this one, so I don't know, I may add some lighting back here somehow, because I'll be cooking back here probably. I don't know the full setup or how I'll be doing it, but yeah, this is what it looks like with the poles down. I've got one more over here I'm not going to put down. And then these go up like that. And then obviously in this type of day, they've got straps to tie these down. Also, I want to mention the straps here to tie these down helps the center of these for the water to run off. You definitely want to do that in a rain situation, or even just to make the tent tight, the awning tight. I really like this system so far. I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Okay, as you can see by that, I guess one of the disadvantages of this over the more expensive models is more expensive models have a band that go around that will pull all that together, so all you have to do is close it. With this one, to close it, then you got to get up there and stuff everything in the sides. I really don't like that, and then you saw I had to climb up on my windowsill to get that shut, and also the ladder, for some reason I had to climb up there it won't disengage and go all the way up unless you get up in there and push them buttons. You can't do it with one hand. So I guess that is a disadvantage, but if you outweigh the cost, for now, this is going to work out perfect for me. So that's that. Thought I would go ahead and end this video with my first trip out camping with the girls, and had a great time with the Land Between the Lakes. There'll be a video upcoming probably next, so subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified. Really enjoyed the tent. Hope you guys love the video. If you did, like it, share it with others, and I really appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you guys on the trails.